rough today. I said it's rough today.
Yes, it is.
It isn't usually so choppy this time of year,
No,
or windy.
no.
Do you ride the ferry often?
Look, if you're trying to pick me up, I'm old enough to be your mother.
No, you're not. Just thought I'd talk to you.
Okay.
You from the city?
You ask a lot of questions. Too many, in fact.
My mother always said that. I'd be eavesdropping on people in a restaurant, really staring at them. And she'd ask me if I wanted to join their table.
That's odd.
I know. I like to know about people. That way I can remember them later and imagine their lives going on.
Does it get you into trouble?
No, I've had some great conversations.
They've given you good memories.
Today I needed to get out. There's nowhere greater in New York than here when you need to think.
And it's free.
Are you going somewhere special?
Round trip for the peace. Same as you.
Nice. So you live in the city?
All my life.
Did you buy before the prices went crazy?
No. Which I regret.
Even Brooklyn is outrageous now.
More expensive than Manhattan. I checked.
I remember when people left Brooklyn in droves, my parents included. I wish I had my grandfather's house now. Big old brownstone.
Ooh, whereabouts?
The Flatbush section, Full Street. Now, why do I remember that? After that, Bay Ridge, better area then. I don't know about now.
Oh, you can't touch anything in Bay Ridge.
My mother always talked about riding the ferry from Brooklyn. She and her friend would ride their bikes to the terminal, take the ferry over to Staten Island and back again as kids.
I didn't know they had a ferry from Brooklyn.
It started in Bay Ridge at 69th Street. She paid a nickel to ride both ways.
The good old days.
Yeah, it ran until people depended more on their cars. And the big bridge opened. In the 60s, I think.
Hmm. Imagine being able to do that now. As a kid, I mean. Such freedom.
Yeah, she said she never gave it a second thought. If they had trouble with their bikes, they'd go to the fire station on the island and the guys would fix them.
Nice memory.
I'm riding today in memory of my mother. She died last week.
I'm so sorry. That's hard.
I loved her very much.
I'm sure she knew.
I'm the only one left. My dad died 3 years ago. They were married for almost 60 years. My whole family is gone, except some distant cousins in England who I never met.
I'm the same. Both parents are long gone. I had no brothers or sisters, so it's just me.
We're orphans now.
Never thought about it like that, but yes, I guess we are.
When you're growing up, you never think about stuff like that, about being alone when you're older.
I've been alone for quite a while. Lost my husband in Vietnam.
No kids?
Didn't have time. He was shipped out right after we married. They were taking married men then.
I never married. I had several long relationships, but I could never find a woman who could compare to my mom. Sad, huh?
It must have been hard on your girlfriends.
My dad used to call me Oedipus. He understood, though, because My mother was really great, smart and clever. You don't always get both. And she was beautiful too.
Do you have a photo of her?
I do.
You carry a framed picture of your parents?
Just today.
She was beautiful. I see what you mean. He's handsome too. Hmm, you look like both of them.
I like that. Never remarried?
I liked someone once. It didn't work out.
Why?
He was married. I knew his wife. I couldn't keep sneaking around.
That was good of you.
Nah, I was alone on all the important days anyway, so
After that?
I never let anyone else in my life.
You still work?
That's nice. Most people say, "Are you retired?"
Are you?
No. I run a medical office. I can't picture giving it up ever. I worked there for almost 40 years. They're like my family. They are my family.
Nice.
These days, families are so different.
Maybe it's better that way. People don't always like the ones they were born into. I like mine.
Me too.
I'm Andrew. Figured we should meet properly.
Betty Ferguson.
It's nice to meet you, Betty Ferguson.
So formal. That's nice. These days, you don't know what people will do. I met someone at a party recently, and when I went to shake his hand, he put his fist out. So I shook his fist.
Awkward.
To him, not to me. Did you have a service for your mother?
No. And I feel bad about that. All her good friends are gone now, so there wasn't anyone to invite.
So sad.
I had a little ceremony on my own after she was cremated. I took her ashes to our church on Sunday. She always liked the hymns. I sat up front where she liked to sit. I preferred the back so I could get to the coffee first. But it was her day, so I did what she would have liked.
You're a decent man.
My mother would be so proud to hear someone say that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I plan to drop her ashes in the water today. I have her urn in this bag.
You can do that? At Disneyland, spreading ashes without permission is a misdemeanor.
How do you know that?
The Wall Street Journal.
Well, I didn't ask.
Scofflaw.
I don't want to rent a boat and go out in the ocean. She wouldn't like that. This is the only boat she ever liked. Can't do it today anyway. Too much blowback. I don't want to be covered in her ashes. She wouldn't like that. She was always very neat.
Was it her wish?
She died before I could ask. She didn't write anything down.
Since she always talked about the ferry, it's a nice idea.
I guess I'll have to keep on riding until the weather gets better.
What if you threw them with the wind on the other side? That might work.
How do you mean?
You know, with the wind behind you on the other side of the ferry.
Then she could see the Statue of Liberty.
And Ellis Island.
That's such a good idea. She'd like that.
Good.
So, nice talking to you.
You too. And I'm glad you asked so many questions.
See you then.
Uh, would you like me to come with you to celebrate her?
She would be honored. Thank you.